What is going on, everybody? It is Sam here with BFPGear.com, and today we're going to be doing an efficiency test on the V2 Force. This one here has been lent by our boy. We got to give a shout out to Dufort, aka Dufort Media. This is his beautiful Dragon Cut V2 Force, and at his request, we're also using his 80 CI tank. It's got the Powerhouse TKO reg that is outputting 425 PSI. And we're using a 687 bore. We didn't bore match the paint, but the Field One kit doesn't have a 689 insert, and 691 is a little too big, so we decided to go to the 687. And then I've got the JT Triad to help keep up. And of course, we're always out here wearing Pro Flexes. We're shooting Dynasty paint. I got a Dynasty shirt on. I mean, we got to pay homage to one of the greatest teams out there, and this is the best way to do that. But this is going to be an efficiency test, excuse me, on the V2 Force. So let's see how many pods of paint this bad boy can shoot. And then we're gonna get some chrono readings, of course. And the loader is completely empty right now, as you can hear. So let's go ahead and chrono this bad boy. Oh, actually before that, let's do the air tank here. We got a hot fill here. We filled up the tank here at the park, and it is a hot fill. It is definitely over 4,500, sitting just shy of that 5, but once the tank cools off, it's probably gonna be sitting at that 4,500. So we'll say 4,500 cold fill, 5K hot fill. Let's get some chrono readings here. All right, so let's go ahead and dump a pod in. Let's set that down there. Let's turn it on, let's air up the gun, and we're trying to hit that 285 range. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. 267, 278, 278 again. 282. So let's just go ahead and turn it up just a little bit here. All right, let me clear the reg. That's a 306. That's a big boy. 293, 290, and 289. So we're sitting in that 290 range, which is perfect. And now it's time to let this bad boy rip. All right, let's move over to pod number 2. All right, so now we got pod number 2 in, and let's just man, these guns shoot so good. All right, pod number 3. Let me switch hands here. Oh, I hear one more ball in there. Come on, feed. There we go. All right, let's move over to pod number 4. All right, pod number 4 is in. All right, let's go to pod number 5, and I'll do we'll check the tank here after pod number 5. Now, I know that the V2 Force isn't the most air efficient paintball marker, but this is probably one of the best shooting guns like ever. Like, this thing has like virtually no barrel rise, and I'm a huge fan of that. But let's keep going. All right, so let's see here. We're on, that was 5 pods total, and we are down to, we're actually down to 2,000 PSI on the dot here. So I'll see if we can zoom in on that, and should be good to go here. But let's go ahead and let's keep this thing ripping. Pod number 6. All right, pod number 6 is loaded. All right, let's see, we're sitting here at Okay, let's go pod number 7. I gotta say, these things shoot so flat, so good. Like, I don't know, nothing shoots like a Force. So let's see here. Let's go to pod number, let's go pod number 8. I think we're getting a little low on air now. So let's see here. Yeah, we're sitting at about just over the 1,000 mark. So let's see if we can rip this pod. Oh, it's starting to drop there. It's still making it cross field though. Like, if I one ball it, we're okay. Let's get a chrono reading. Let's see what we're sitting at. That was 291, 285. But if I do that, it's still saying 290 on the average. But you can hear it getting a little bit weaker. Well, let's keep going. Let's see what we can milk out of this thing. Oh, that was actually the end of the pod there. So let's see, I'm sitting on 8 pods, so let's see if we can get through pod number 9. Pod number 9, I can't do math. All right, let's get a chrono reading. We're running pretty low on air. I think we're like just under, yeah, we're just under like 1,000, so. So one ball 258, 264, 258, 246. So it's definitely dipping here. Yeah, and if I try to string it, it's not really going anywhere. Like, you can still get away with this, but you're gonna have to be really close to somebody to, you know, get them out. But the one ball on this low pressure, 203 now. No, it's not even registering. Yeah, it's just sitting in like that 200 range. So I think we're gonna call it there. So yeah, Field One Foce efficiency. I would say that's gonna be about 8.5 pods on a 4,500 fill. That's off of an 80 CI outputting approximately, you know, that 425 PSI output. But if you were to sit here and one ball it, like, you know, you can hear it is not very strong like it was, but that ball's still getting cross field. It's just once it hits that low amount of air in the tank, you know, it's just, you're not gonna be able to string any paint together. So we'll call it there. We'll say 8.5 pods efficiency on the V2 Foce. And if you need to pick up a V2 Foce, and maybe you might get lucky and pick up one of these Dragons. There's only 200 of these bad boys made. Well, and, or sorry, one of these V2 Foces, the private cut, this Dragon, or there's the other cuts out there, and you need to get some paint to shoot with it. Well, there's one place to go, and that is gonna be BFPGear.com.